You want to say all praises. You want to say all praises and honor to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Bakakodash.
and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and all honesty. This is a brother from James, Jamaica camp. Yashamai.
Ashar.
Iwar.
I know one who I'm listen. And this N.I.D.S. thing where basically Anjola, so Prime Minister, getting ready to basically roll out in Jamaica. Because you know this was a ongoing thing back then, you know, in 2017 when them people say them passed the bill to basically bring forth a national ID out in Jamaica. Right, and afterwards, I think 2019, they vote out this thing, the court. Right now we see Andrew is coming back with it now, full speed ahead now, because
Good.
from day one, you know, would have mentioned that, you know, through the spirit and power, this is not of Andrew Wallace. Right? This is all the way sent down from up top. Right? The wicked rulers of this earth. Right? And you know, back then, a lot of people that rebel against this whole thing. But now because of this whole thing what take place now, it's easier to go through. Right? Because people don't really say certain thing again no more, because you know everything now, you know, kind of get away. You know, getting tighter and tighter to survive in the society. So it's more easier now for basically bringing certain things. And that's what these men do now. Right? Go on, brother.
Says this is an article from the Loop News Jamaica, basically saying this House passes N.I.D.S bill 2.5 years after it was struck down. See? That's what the kid bring out. I mean, they bring it to court when they first bring it out, and so they never passed the bill because the court struck it down. So it infringed on people's rights. Yes. So it infringed on people's rights. See? And enough privacy wasn't there. See? In the whole thing. So them really actually, you know, as they say, use whatever going on now to deal with it. And it says it says 2.5 years after it was struck down, see, in the court, has been unconstitutional. The new National Identification and Registration N.I.D.S Act in 2021 was passed in the House of Representatives on Wednesday with 14 amendments. It says in this constitution, to the debate, it says in his constitution, in his contribution to the debate, Prime Minister Andrew Holness reasoned that this will place Jamaica among strong digital economies.
Right, and that's one of the main things, you know, Andrew Wallace, you know, been pushing over the years, you know, coming up this digital society. Right, they want to transfer Jamaica, you know, a digital society. But now we're actually living in the time now, you know, when we implement certain things. Right, because if the banks, right, basically going digital now, right, that's one of the main things we are speaking. BOJ, say coming next year, 2022, you know, we're going basically fully digital.
CBDC,
so they can. Yeah. Right, so this is what preparing to basically take place out in Jamaica, right? Andrew is preparing this digital society. They're going to lead to, you know, that prophecy, Revelation 13 and 16, that charagma, right? That's where all this will lead to, right? One brother, have picture.
This is Isaiah 36, verse 6. It says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, and Egypt."
And basically, the modern day Egypt is, you know, America, according to Revelation 11 and verse 8, right? Spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. So our people trust in the shadow of Egypt, yo. Trust in this wicked society, this oppressive society, right? One brother?
Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Exactly. Right? So a lot of our people, right, we're seeing what's taking place now with this thing. We are pushed from last year, right? A lot of our people giving in, and get on board with this juice, or serpent juice, right? They're going to lead to, that prophecy, right? Revelation 13 and 16, because that's the end goal of these banking leads, right? Forget everybody receive that digital whole, right? Total control. These men want, and that's what they're pushing for.
Isaiah 9, verse 16.
Done?
Say, for the leader of this people cause them to err.
For the leaders of these people cause them to err. Right? So our leaders, are cause our people to err. Them are the one who are lead the people, to the slaughterhouse. Right? So you say, leaders of these people cause them to err. Go on.
Right. And they that are led of them are destroyed.
And they that are led of them are destroyed. And the majority of people are going to get put to death. Right? In the time we're approaching right now. You see what's taking place right now? Right? And a lot of our people, as I mentioned, giving in to this whole thing and not really started. Right? Go on, brother?
They don't just get destroyed, man, because them get destroyed spiritually. And them get destroyed mentally, because the scripture tells us that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. See? And because them reject knowledge, man, that's why the most I, hey, just put them aside, man. So even when we come and speak to them and show them, say, yo, this is the truth, man. This is the way you walk in it, man. See, don't go off of that. Then them still actually, the business don't want to say, man, because the truth seems so hard to them to follow, man. See, because them want to continue their wickedness. Because it is easy to live wickedly, man. See? But to live righteously, in this society, it's painstaking, man. A lot of people don't want to have things the hard way to make it through in a life, man. Them just want to have the easy life.
Right. Them not willing to give up this life. Receive a more glorious one. Continue verse 17. So therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows, for everyone is an hypocrite.
Everyone is an hypocrite. Like these so-called Christians. Right? We're clear to say they are Bible believers. See a lot of these pastors now. And sell out. We shouldn't basically a part of the system anyway. But now they're coming out openly now, showing the world that from day one they never about the Bible. It was all about what them can gain. Or about basically help our slave master basically bring forth them agenda. Right, that's what they basically are showing openly right now. Right, so you say with the point again, brother?
Say, therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows, for everyone is an hypocrite.
Everyone is an hypocrite, one.
And an evildoer.
And an evildoer.
And every mouth speaketh folly. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still.
The Lord still have mercy upon them people, whatever, man. The Lord still has stretched out him, man. His hand is here stretching out, calling unto you, man. Zin? Beg you for return. Zin? But hey, whosoever don't want to hear, man, they just going to die in your unrighteousness. You don't die in your unbelief. Zin? And basically, hey, just return to the kingdom in your right mind in a shame. Hopefully we are part of the elect, man. Yeah, hopefully we are part of the elect. Then we can enjoy that glorious moment when it comes, man. It says he added that it is he added that it is for this reason that the government is concurrently establishing the Information Commissioner Office under the Data Protection Act, and the National Identification and Registration Inspectorate as an independent oversight body under the N.I.D.S. It says, in noting that it is now an age when every transaction requires identification, the Prime Minister said.
So it was a plan from day one. Right? Basically bring forth a digital society. Right? So this whole thing what take place now is the excuse in order for basically bring in this identification system. Right? Because as I mentioned earlier on, going back then, you have a lot of so-called Jamaicans that lick out against certain things. So why they want personal information and and certain things. But now, because of this whole thing we have now, cause them basically can basically pass it more freer. Right? Without that rebellion, like what happened going back then. Right?
They'll be like it's for the safety of the people, and if you don't take it, we will exile you from society.
Which is right. Then he says said identification. The Prime Minister said up to 35,000 Jamaicans did not collect the Crown Royal grants last year due to a lack of legal identification. He also pointed to data from the Caribbean Policy Research Institute, CAPRI. He said basically what? You might use it like say boy, hey, if we did have the digital identification out, a lot of people never receive them grants, like them basically them free food or probably the money. Because them that give out some $10,000 grant, you must say a lot of people never receive it because they never have that, them not have the proper identification. Which you might use this, hey, if you basically push the agenda, like the people them basically push it for help. Which really is not about the people, man. It's all about the so-called white man digital society where they want to get, man.
He's playing the devil here because here we are in Jamaica where I think recently them start renew IDs, right? From 2017 your ID was expired. And here you come in and saying, because you didn't have an ID, make you basically lost off of the program.
Which is right, man.
Yeah.
Proverbs
Jeremiah 26. Jeremiah 5 verse 26 is like, say, for among my people are found wicked men.
Say, among my people, right, amongst the Israelites, among the so-called Negroes, Latinos and Native American, Indian, which are the true biblical Israelites today, are found wicked men. Like leaders. Right? What?
They lay wait as he that setteth snares.
What?
They set a trap.
They set a trap because this thing just trap you.
Yeah.
This ID system, what them basically try to rule out right now is a trap.
Yeah.
Right? This is what will take place from last year already. With this thing when it start out. I know you want to roll in this, make things get even worse. Right? We have fully control. Because it's the whole year, we got fully control over every single thing that take place.
Yeah.
Right? According to them, they say they want to get rid of crime. Well, they have cut down crime to that level for 2 years. But other things, what they're not telling you about, we are going to basically get taken away from you.
Yeah.
Right? Certain things we can do now. You're a lot of certain privilege. You have a lot of things happening out in Jamaica. They must say, money thief, even this recent incident when they say, but you had money missing. All them things become a thing at the past when this digital society roll out.
And even these leaders going to suffer.
Yeah, even them same one that push the system.
They might push something where going to affect them. Because a lot of them, as I would say, live by defrauding. And them live this corrupted lifestyle. Where them do a lot of things to backdoor deal. And then a lot of them dodge taxes and all of them stuff. With this system, you can't dodge the taxes, man.
I think recently one of them get I don't remember what was his punishment, but him basically get it was broadcast so him rob up some money. Right, it coming out in
the Ministry of Education.
I think so.
Rural.
With the maid and something when you put the money in the maid account.
And it come back in the news with this woman where them say boy she the secretary in the office. But she one of them were behind the whole thing.
Can.
See,